Hey, I'm Travis, and welcome to Beard Network. Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about a question that I see being asked online a lot, and that is why beards aren't allowed in the military. And real quick, hey, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, and join the network. All right, so let's get into it. So the question is why beards are not allowed in the military. Every military branch has a rule where you're not allowed to have a beard. Now, some have specific regulations where you can grow a mustache as long as it's within a certain length, and form. You can have a mustache as long as it's groomed to the specific regulations, but no branch will allow you to have a beard. Now, there are certain exceptions to the rule, maybe depending on your current operation or whatever. If you're covert or whatever, you might need to grow a beard to blend in or to suit a certain specific need. Or there's also a scenario where it's medically okay for you to grow a beard. If you have an issue when you shave and you get a bunch of ingrown hairs and all that, and you break out really bad, then you can get a chit that will allow you to maintain a very short stubble to help with you getting the razor bumps and the ingrown hairs and all that stuff. But that's on a case-by-case basis. As far as the standard, no military branch you're allowed to grow a beard. Now let's get into the reasons why that is. So the first and most well-known reason why military are not allowed to grow beards is for hygienic purposes. We spend a lot of time in the woods, what we call it out in the field training, or if we're in a combat scenario, live in theater, if we're in those situations, we're constantly getting dirty and we don't necessarily have the opportunity all the time to take a shower or stay clean. So if we had facial hair, that just gives the perfect environment for bugs, lice, mites, and all that stuff. And that just messes with us, and it makes it harder for you to focus on combat if you're having to worry about a damn itch on your face or bugs, So it's very important for us all to stay hygienically clean as possible to avoid those issues, because hey, you get it and then you might pass that on to your fellow troops or Marines or sailors or whoever, So it's very important to try to keep everybody as clean as possible given the certain circumstances that we might be in. Again, in the dirty situations out in the woods, in the desert, or wherever, it's easy for you to collect dust and debris and mites, lice, again bugs getting into that micro environment and really messing with you and causing havoc on you and making you lose focus on what your job is. Now the second reason, which is a really big reason as well, why beards aren't allowed in the military, is due to our equipment and gear our PPE that we're required to wear in certain scenarios. We're trained with a gas mask, and you got to be able to fit that gas mask on your face and get a seal. All right. If you have hair growing on your face, you're not going to be able to get a seal around your face, blocking and stopping those gases to get in and mess with you. So, it's called NBC, nuclear, biological, and chemical. Those are the three things that the gas mask is supposed to protect you from. Well, if you try to put that gas mask on and you're not shaving, you're not going to get a seal, and you're not going to last that long. You're going to die pretty quick, and we don't want that, obviously. So it's vital for every military member, regardless of what branch you're in. If you got to put on that gas mask, you got to be able to put it on properly and get that seal, or otherwise you're just going to die, and the government just wasted a whole lot of money on you, training you and getting you ready just to have you killed by some gas that you could have been prevented if you just would have shaved. So a third reason why beards aren't allowed in the military is a psychological factor. Now, I can speak more on behalf of the Marine Corps because I'm a retired Marine, but I'm pretty sure it goes for all branches. Now, the Marine Corps, we're all about brotherhood. We're family forever, right? You're once a Marine, always a Marine. And part of that camaraderie comes from unity and uniformity. We all go through the same training. We all experience the same hardships, Hey, sometimes it sucks, but you go through that together. I always say misery builds camaraderie, but that's a different topic. But part of that unity is making sure we all dress and look the same. All right, that It's part of what builds that camaraderie and that unity and teamwork. All right, we're all about teamwork, and I'm, again, for every branch, you want unity, camaraderie, and teamwork. All right. Now, if everybody's allowed to grow a beard, not everybody can grow the same beard. All right, so some people can only grow a certain style of beard, so everybody will end up looking different. All right, and that promotes individuality. Now, some individuality is always good. I don't believe in being a robot or anything, but it goes against what the military values are and what they kind of try to instill as a lifestyle for us, because it just comes with the job, what we have to do, what we have to be able to be ready to do. It all depends on teamwork and unity and camaraderie and looking out for one another. And that kind of disrupts that if you have a bunch of different individuals. All right. And again, that difference, now if everybody could be issued a beard and then you could take it off before you need to use a gas mask or anything like that, then maybe they would do that. But obviously you can't do that. So it really promotes individuality, which is not what, the Marine Corps or the military in general wants. They want that unity. Now, the last reason that I feel that beards aren't allowed in the Marine Corps is discipline and attention to detail. Okay. The military, especially the Marine Corps, will use any tool or any situation they can to instill discipline and attention to detail in everything you do in every aspect of your life. Because again, that's very important when you're in stressful situations and you got to make decisive decisions on the fly. You really need to be trained in making decisive attention to detail decisions, right? And discipline in carrying out everything that you need to do, all right? Part of that is shaving. Again, I can really honestly speak for the Marine Corps because I'm a retired Marine, but I'm pretty sure all the other branches do it. We have inspections all the time, inspecting every Marine's face, making sure that they shave every morning. Okay, we're not even allowed to stubble. All right, and part of that is the discipline. Teaching the military to have that discipline to shave every morning is just one of those training tools that they use to advance that discipline, to fine tune and grow that discipline as you grow in age and rank and responsibility. Another part of that is the attention to detail. We go through inspections and we inspect not just an overview. Okay, yeah, it looks like you shaved. No, we make sure that you didn't miss any spots. All right, because it's important for everybody to have attention to detail and really do a good job at everything they do, to care enough to do a really good job at everything you do. Because again, in the military, if you don't, that could cost lives. So it's very important to have that instilled in you and in your troops. All right. So, hey, if, they use that with shaving too, they instill that attention to detail with your shaving. All right. They make sure that you pay attention. If you can't pay attention enough to your face, how are you going to pay attention enough to do anything that's really important? You got to have that attention to detail. So they do that and they help train you in attention to detail using your facial hair, making sure that you shaved everywhere and you didn't miss any spots. It might sound kind of weird or whatever, but it actually works. And it's something that they can use every single day. Every day that they can inspect their troops' faces to make sure that they're cleanly shaved everywhere, they didn't miss any spots. Okay. Again, to help instill and grow that attention to detail and that discipline that's needed and required in the military. All right, guys, so I talked about 4 different reasons why beards aren't allowed in the military. 1, lice, mites, things like that. Hey, when you're in stressful situations, you ain't got time to be worrying about other things like that. 2 is being able to wear your PPE properly, your gear, essentially saving your life and the lives of everybody around you. 3 is a psychological one aspect of it. Hey, being uniform, building that teamwork environment, having camaraderie and unity with everybody else. Okay. And then that 4th reason is discipline and attention to detail. Okay. Using you shaving every day as a tool to help build that discipline and attention to detail. All right. So, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, go ahead, subscribe, join the network, drop a like. I'd appreciate it greatly. And with all that said, I hope everybody has a great day.